Niggas ready to get started, man.
Yes, sir. 2022.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey.
Come
Yo,
on.
look at. What? Is this the Porch
Said it's the Porch
podcast?
Podcast. So come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast. What? Said it's the Porch Podcast. So come on.
Yeah,
Said it's the
yo,
Porch
it's the
Podcast.
Porch
Come on.
podcast. I'm back. 2022. We put it on the map. P had a freestyle. P sound crazy. Rockin', boppin'. Maybe they lazy. Maybe they daisy. Dukes with the side. I don't care. I'm a ride. Why there? I'm a fly. Y'all know that I'm the guy. Look at P bopping. Look at P rocking. Freestyle fanatic. We do it for the topic. The Porch podcast. You got on the dance. Everybody know we hit it with the hands. You know why? Why? Cause it's the Porch podcast. It's the Porch podcast. Come on, wait. This the Porch podcast. Huh? Is this the Porch podcast? Let's go. 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 Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Enfluential, and I'm rocking with my brother.
Be original, baby.
Yeah, hey P, I'm gonna tell you now though. Um, the intro might be off because when you was saying it on this side, it was off beat, man.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. You know, where my laughter at, man? Nah.
I'm dead serious, man. Dead serious, man. You was like, it's the
Dead serious like the old basketball team, man?
Huh?
I said dead serious like the old basketball
Like the
team?
old basketball team. Dead serious, man.
Yo, man. First episode of 2022. 2022.
Yeah.
So we just decided to self-title it
2020,
2022.
2022. Right.
Yeah, man. So
Do me one favor, just one little favor.
what's
Turn the volume up on your mic just a taste. Just a
a little
taste.
taste?
Yeah, because we doing it via satellite, as y'all can see right now. Because this pandemic has came back.
What it sound like?
Yeah, there you go. That's what I like.
Well, it almost sound like something fell down upstairs.
Yeah, nah, ain't nothing.
Listen, man. Listen. As you dig into your meal, man,
I'm listening.
we're gonna jump right into like I said, the first episode in 2022. And I'm not gonna talk about resolutions because we kind of covered that, last
Previous
year.
episodes.
But we do have to face the reality that it's a new year, man. It's a new shot.
New year.
New year, new shot. You ain't gotta be a new you. But it's a new year, new shot.
Definitely.
As you can see, look at what we're doing at this point.
That's exactly.
Okay? This is what we're doing at this point, right? And here's the difference with us though. We're just evolving with the world, man.
That's it.
Ain't nobody-
Nothing ain't stopping our groove. We still here.
right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same old Porch brothers. Dropping jewels and acting like fools. Mainly,
Who, me? You gonna point and shit while I'm sitting I'm eating.
as you can see, man, I gotta get this down. I ain't get it.
Let me get that's a good meal right there, man. I went in the kitchen.
all right.
I went in the kitchen to go get me something to drink, and I came back with a
Right.
meal.
Right.
Wait, you know what I mean? But talk to him and let him know, go ahead with the groove.
So like I said, 2022, man, and already in the groove. One of the things I wanted to talk about. I got this thing. I don't know if everybody else, like we say, we're gonna blow right on past. Oh, here we go with the blow past thing.
Blow past.
We're gonna move right on past
What you blowing past?
the resolution situation, right? Here's something. I want to ask everybody out there: do they have any kind of, I would say, year starter techniques that they do like every year, right? And the reason why I asked that is I'm an awful one, right? This is one that me and my wife do. And, maybe you like it, maybe you don't, maybe you can incorporate it in your plan for the new year. But this is what we do. We like to, and actually we do it before the new year comes in. We like to write down what we would like to accomplish the following year, right?
Right.
And then what we like to do after that is we like to pick a time where we go out to dinner after the year is done the following year and reflect on that list and see what we were able to accomplish. So what we usually do is I'll write one, she'll write one. The following year, we'll exchange it. We'll switch it. You know what
Excuse
I
me, I'm
mean?
sorry.
She'll give me hers. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Glad we was out on the porch.
Uh,
But I'll give her mine and she'll give me hers. And then what we usually do after that is we'll go over the list.
Right.
And honestly speaking, like, I don't know if she really accomplished these things, and she'll know whether or not I really accomplished these things. But what it actually does is it actually serves as, how can I say, a reminder of how in sync you and your partner or whoever your significant other, how much y'all in sync y'all is. Right? That's one thing. Number two, giving it as an example, if you had 10 things on this list, right, and you were
Right.
able to accomplish 7 things solid, and you actually started one of the other ones, 70% ain't a bad percentage.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like when I was at Trent High, I'll take it
They take it. They take that little C
Take it.
minus.
and keep it moving,
Keep it
right?
moving. Mm-hmm.
But for the other 2 or 3 things that you don't accomplish, all you do is you actually look at those things, right?
Right.
Going into the next year because you're able to accomplish 7 out of 10, which is a great percentage. And it's not that you're looking at them to critique where you went wrong and not falling a little short, maybe possibly on those other things. But sometimes those things actually show where your deficiencies are.
Right.
So now you got a foundation of what you have to work on in the coming year. Now you can add them to your new list, or you can choose to just kind of keep them on the back burner, so to speak, and address it when you want to. But that's one of the things that we do. We like to start the year off actually from a reflection perspective. You know what I mean? It's not that we living necessarily in the past, but we're actually reflecting on what we were able to accomplish, what we fell a little bit short on, and what it actually does is it energizes us up for the next year. Do you have anything, E?
Just keep on living, man. That's all I got. I try to encourage people to make sure they stay away from blow. You know what I mean? Powder
Right.
levels, because the powder level went back high. Powder level went back high in 2022 because of the fact of the spike of COVID. We're not even gonna call it COVID-19 anymore. It's COVID-22.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
want to call it the Amarion or the Flurona, whatever all that is, but it's
What's the
out
level
there.
right now, man? What's the level? I know you said it's high. We got a color?
Blue.
Oh, that's the highest level.
Yeah, that's it. You remember, blue's the highest
Yeah.
level, man.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man. The times that we live in are what they are. I mean, the alternative.
What blow?
Unless you got spaceship or rocket. What? As y'all can see, man,
What?
he carried that addiction right into this year.
I don't have an addiction, sir.
The talking about blow, you do.
Nah,
You
I
like
don't
to
have.
talk about it.
I don't have an addiction, P.
This guy right here, man.
I don't have an addiction, everybody. We're talking about this guy. I don't even know how to point to him. Right here. See?
DJ Easy Blow.
Right there. Look at him.
This guy, man. So you don't have no. So let me ask. I mean, and you don't have to. Iggs. I mean, you said what you said. You said you just keep on living life, right?
Right.
But you
Now
don't have nothing like.
I don't ever have a resolution or anything that I go into because I feel like this conversation we had before, like me and you had. If I want to start at the beginning of the year, then I could
Right.
have started any time.
Right.
Because truth of the matter is, if people really want to be technical, it's a new year and the way they do the calendar here in America. However, it's not a new year for you. Your year started on your birthday when you were born. So truthfully,
Right.
my new year is my birthday in October.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I just try to keep going, man, stay focused, try to continue to learn the things that I want to learn. Be prepared, be proactive, being able to not stop nothing stop our groove, just like now. Numbers went up. We want to protect our homes and everything like that. Even though we brothers, we got other things that we got going on. You in your safe space. I'm in my safe space. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt. No doubt.
And I'm really hating how your lights is better than mine, but I'm just saying you there
Just like,
though.
you know what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah,
You got any? You got any vision? You got any goals that you want to set
always,
this year that you
always.
got?
Not year goals. I always got goals. It's just goals they just come all the time. You know what I mean? So, I'm not trying to sound like I don't believe in people starting goals at the top of the year and different things, but I try to work on goals the moment they pop into my mind. I try
Right.
not to sit back and wait too much, and I just try to get straight to whenever I'm ready
I
for the
got you.
goals. You know what I mean? That's all.
Got you. How many days you got clean?
What do you mean? Listen, I ain't had to get clean from nothing. What is you talking about?
Oh, so you dirty?
No, no, no. What are you talking about clean from? Boy,
I just
look
asked how many
at that.
days you been clean, man.
No, man, don't play with me, man. Play with your hat. You don't want to got the joystick on it, bitch. Don't do me like that. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? Don't do me like that. You come here with this PlayStation joystick
You
hat.
know your life. Let me tell you something. You know your life different when you at home by yourself, still putting sanitizer
Oh
on.
yeah, that's you, P. That's you.
Ain't nobody in here but me.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody
Yeah.
touch the keyboard, the cup, nothing. This microphone, nothing but me.
But that's you, man. That's how you gonna do it.
This is true. This
Yeah.
is true. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say goals. I'm not gonna say goals. Like I said, one of the things that we do in my household, me and the wife, is we do more reflections and corrections, like I did the
Right.
other day with my quote of the day situation. But we do more of that.
Yeah.
Um, reason why is because I started to think back about actual goals. Right
Right.
now, goals sometimes are kind of attached to like dreams, things that you aspire to be, to have, and all of these different things.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with it because you got to actually have something that gives you an incentive to continue to do what you need to do.
Right.
However, what we do by doing reflection and correction is we actually critique ourselves, which is something that we as people aren't necessarily always comfortable with doing.
Right.
So we reflect on our flaws, man, our accomplishments. We celebrate them, but we also acknowledge the fact that we have things that we have to address and adjust
Absolutely.
if we want to take things to the next level. I sat in, with the wife, and she wanted me to sit down while she listened to actually, she was in more of a Zoom, and the Zoom was in reference to like financing
Right.
and dealing with stocks and investments and things of that nature.
I definitely want to learn more of that. But it's not because it's a new year. It's just something I've been kind of touching on for a little while anyway. And
Right.
I just want to be stirred in the right direction of understanding and as far as education with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like the
Right.
dopest thing about it was she asked me to sit in. She said, "Baby, you don't got to be in front of the camera or nothing." Which everybody knows I have a hard time being in front of the camera.
Right.
Anyway,
You have a hard
I was
time being
like,
in front of the camera.
"Hey, man, it is what it is."
You do?
I work through it, man. I work through it.
I ain't
I
never
work
know
through
that,
it.
man. I ain't never
Yeah,
know
I'm
that.
uncomfortable right now. I'm uncomfortable right now.
You fucking lying. You ain't uncomfortable
Right,
right
I am.
now.
But listen,
Yeah. Whatever, man.
so I sat to the side, and it was kind of cool, right? The lady, and she was in a room, bro. I don't even know if I mentioned this to you, but she was in a room, and everybody in the Zoom was female.
Yeah, you did. You
And so,
did. You did.
okay, so I'm not sure, but I'll mention it again just to
Right.
reiterate it. The analogy that she was using when it came to stocks in some of these different investment companies or different things that you deal with,
Right.
um, she more or less made reference to them like as males.
Yeah. You used that too. You had you cause just I mean just not to try to take the conversation, but you made the comment that Robin Hood is the young man.
Robin Hood, all right, so she used how do you get involved into investing, right?
Right.
And created it from a dating perspective for the ladies.
Right.
She had Robin Hood as the young man that you could play and have a good time with, go out to dates with, but you understand that you may not end up with him. It's just really cool. It's just fun. You're learning some things about things on the way and the men and all that stuff. So that was one thing. Where your Charles Schwab and some of these other um, situations were the long term game.
Okay.
And you may not be ready for the long term commitment going into that situation, and you want to just have a little fun at first so you can learn how to date and how to be involved in these things.
Right.
But the ultimate thing is to get into a situation, just like using relationships as an analogy. That's for the long haul, for the
Right.
long term. But more likely, that's going to come in the form of a Charles Schwab in companies or institutions or whatever you want to call them that has been established
Oh, we
for
good. My bad.
multiple
My bad.
years.
My bad. I'm not to cut your wisdom. I'm thinking about something when we started the show that we thought might be an issue, but I realize it's not.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
See how the
Something we
year
was
is
in.
already working out?
See, because yeah, your headphones is defeating that purpose. I just realized that.
Merlin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
Merlin. I want you guys to understand in the original Porch Podcast Studios, he's Merlin there, but he's actually Merlin across the internet space world.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, just putting a button on what I was saying about how
Right.
that
Right. My bad.
situation was. Nah, it was all listen. She was like, it's always going to be fun
Okay.
to date the young, energetic, interesting, a little bit reckless, a little bit, but not enough to impact you permanently.
Right.
And you learn how that world works with that, with dealing with that younger man. But how ultimately, you know, that more seasoned Charles Schwab type of situation was more or less where you want to wind up at. And then
Right.
she even turned around and used it real quick as a student analogy. And she broke it down because somebody asked, how do you know which stocks to invest into?
Right.
And, somebody brought up cheaper stocks, something that where, yeah, I could buy that stock for $4 or $5. She said, I don't suggest you buy anything for under $20. This was somebody who was, she's been highly successful in dealing with stocks.
Right.
And the person asked why. And she turned around and said, well, it's about longevity and value,
Yeah.
right? So the stock that you bought for $4 or $5 is worth $4 or $5, and there's a reason why it's worth $4 or $5. But the stock that's worth $20+ is worth that for a reason. So when you go to invest, let's dumb it down. Would you invest into the student who averaged between 60 and 65 or maybe a 70 every now and then on their grades for them to go to college? Or would you invest in the student that averages 90s and above?
Right.
And they said, well, clearly we'd go with the 90s and above. Well, then clearly you would go with the stock that was a little bit more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It was dope.
And it's
So the point,
also
that's a good thing.
it's also a way that you buy these things. It's like we a lot of people fear what they don't understand. So when you don't get educated in something, you're not going to buy it because you don't understand it. And in all actuality, the way it's supposed to go, it's like if something's $30 a stock,
Right.
right, a share,
Okay.
right. First of all, I know on Robinhood you can look at a certain area and you can look at the highs, you can look at the graphs, you can look at the highs and lows for the year period. It'll say the 52-week high, the
Okay.
52-week low. The
Okay.
52-week high is how high it got within that year, the highest it went. The 52-week low is how low it was, and then you can tap on it and you just come across a line because it looked like it's like a doo 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 doo, like almost somebody like with a heart monitor. You know how that, and then you see the flat line, and the flat line means a person's dead, but that means it just in stock it peaked there. It's just staying there. But you'll see it. You'll see it. Well, that means consistency. But you'll see it actually shoot up like doo like when it was higher. So if you look at the history, Robinhood lets you go back, depending on how old the stock is, 5 years this time, and see, okay, you'll see that certain stocks at the same time every year hit a certain level. It hit a certain low and a certain high. So some things, if they consistent like that, you say, like for example, I remember it like it was yesterday. AMC, man, had went down to its low as when you go from the 52-week high and low. It was from, let's go from, I think it was like maybe June of 20 to June of 21 or something like that, around that time, right? The low was $1.91, but the high, I seen the high at my visual eye, and it had hit up to like $68 one day. It closed at $68, meaning that if you would have bought, let's just put rounding up to 1,000 shares at $2, that'd cost you $2,000.
Right.
But when it hit that $68 and you had 2,000 shares, simple math will tell you how much is that. $68 times 2,000. And if you would have sold it that day, you had a good day. You spent 2,000 and it turned. Let me see, six. What's
I got
six?
it right now. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, just do it real quick. 68 times.
136,000.
Yeah, off of
Bro,
2,000.
side too, just letting you know.
Yeah, nah, you good over here though. That's what's over
all right,
here.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But go ahead. I'm listening to you.
So
136,000.
136,000. So 2,000 would turn 130. Yeah, don't get it wrong. It's an income. You got to pay taxes on it. You got to do all that type of stuff. But that's the thing. And that's just. I am not a finance person. I mean, I'm not a person that can tell you. I'm not licensed to tell you advice. That's how they be saying them little disclaimers out there that they put out there. However, I do like her theory and what she was talking about with nothing under $20. However, I know people that were successful buying things under 20. Oh, P. Yeah. Where did he go, everybody? Let's see if we can get P back here. Let's see if we can get him back. P. Are you there, buddy?
I'm here.
There he is. Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd
It was
you
magical.
go?
It was magical.
You're back. He's back. He's back. Now there's what you went to go holler at Petey?
Nah, if you ever, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you ever see that, just keep on talking. It's just working its way out.
Yeah.
I
You
think
was
it's
back.
good
Yeah,
over
you
there.
back. Yeah, I like that
If
you
you
was
ever see
back.
that, if you ever see that, just click to you, and then we're gonna keep on doing what we doing, and I'll pop
Well,
back in the world.
I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you how I knew you was. I knew why you was still there because I did never. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this has never happened before. Y'all know this is the first time we did a show like that. I just went to one section. I said, "Oh, he's still in there. He fell asleep for a minute. He be back." That's all. He back.
Yeah, so listen. Let me tell you what happened with Petey though.
Yeah.
Yes, a shout out real quick. I was talking
What
to
you
him. What
got in your
actually
cup,
happened
man?
was no, Petey, Hennessy White. Um,
Whoa, wait one motherfucking minute. He
stash the double,
stash that Hennessy White.
just a double shot, just to stash. Listen,
I'm out here with this apple
this gonna ready
crown,
to
a
change
little
it. Let's get ready to
apple
flip
crown with a
it.
little Dr. Pepper in it.
Kind of almost drink champs. We. Hey, listen. Anyway, Petey called me. That's what just happened,
Gonna make me start taking shots.
and he got excited,
That we was
and he
doing it like
said
this.
that we was doing it like this, and so he wanted to know if it was cool if he put the dog. He just got this wild dog and shit. It's some kind of mixed breed. It's like donkey and saber-toothed tiger. Some shit he said he had got, and
Right.
he wanted to see if he could put a picture of it on the screen. And I told him no. We're talking about stocks and investments, Speedy. We're not talking about anything with no, weird combination of an animal that you done breeded that had no business being breeded together.
Keep going.
So what wind up actually happening is he banged on me.
Okay.
That's not like Petey. So I think he's probably off the whack. He's probably slipped back to his old ways. You know. But I told him, listen, tune in, stay locked in like he always been doing, you know, and just pay attention to what we're trying to tell him because we're trying to get him ready for 2022. Like I said, though, he hung up.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? You see how I stepped off right quick, right?
Right?
He was just at the door.
He came to the house.
He tried to bring the dog in. He tried to bring the dog in.
Yeah. Come on, Petey, man.
I'm gonna
he
take a
mean
shot
well,
tonight, man. Cause listen, you ain't here tonight. I'm shooting, man.
Go on, do it, man. Go on, do it. Go on, do it. That's What I will say is this. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Definitely can take it to the whole new level now.
Salute.
You got right there.
Salute.
Oh, same for you, man. Salute, brother.
Salute. You ain't got no shot glass or nothing, man?
Mm-hmm.
Taking a shot.
I got you.
Yeah, get your
Talk
shot
to the
glass.
folks while I get
Shot
myself
glass.
ready.
I'ma talk to the folks. I'ma talk. So listen, as y'all can see, man, we gotta do it this way. But we ain't losing the same flair. You know what I mean? This is life. And while P is over there getting his shot glass ready in the blue room and P room look better, I'm gonna give y'all a little freestyle. It go like this. It goes. Mr. Influential, I'm sitting on the porch. I'm a freestyle till my voice get hoarse, like D used to say, each and every day. Is it really horse or is that Omarion play? I mean, that variant of Corona 19, 20, 21, 22 team, lean.
Some shit
Guess
you need to
who's
stop
back
playing
on the
with.
scene? And P is back. There we go with the, I'm about to say with the crack.
Oh, hell no.
You know.
Just gonna sit it right here on the matter of fact, I'll sit it right here. That's how you know when I'm on the way.
Yeah, so he starts singing.
Make a song out of it. So anyway, bro, bringing it back real quick though. Bringing it back.
Nah, 2022, man. We gotta get this shot. Salute.
Oh, we shooting tonight.
Yeah, salute.
Yeah,
Salute.
salute, bro.
Salute.
Woo!
Yeah!
Woo! Now fight it, E. Fight the urge, E.
Yeah.
You know what you want to do.
Look at, he know how to do it very well too. Look at him. Look how he do it. Shout out to everybody who tuned in to the greatest, the funniest moments, man, of the year one, man. You know what I mean?
So I got big plans.
Got big plans.
Right? We got big plans this year. Actually, listen, y'all. Been a hell of a first year ride.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Me and E gonna be working on some new innovative things like you see. This first episode, we already starting to do some things a little bit different.
Right.
Right? So I want you to buckle up. Because
Buckle up your seatbelt.
Porch Brothers gonna come off the porch this year. All right. And one of the things, like I said, bro, earlier, getting ready
Right.
for 2022, was it's about recognizing people, places, companies, and all these other different things that's out here that's trying to make a difference, right? And make some real, what's going on? This guy, man.
I know you get there, you get louder and shit. You was loud as shit just now.
Listen, you know, hey,
Hey,
without further ado, let them know what I'm talking about.
what'd you say?
I said, without further ado, let them know what I'm talking about, bro.
Here we go.
Look, check it out. Let's get that stress off your plate, all right? Got that big event coming up, and you don't want to have to do all the work. I got a company for you, full service event company, that's going to take care of all of your event planning needs. That's www.fncevents.com. A full service event planning company. Take all the stress off your head, kick back and enjoy the party. Once again, that's www.fncevents.com. Head on over there, get that party booked, and get it done. Back to the show.
I had to laugh at your hands. Front and center events. Come on, take another shot. Come on, take another shot.
Hey, hold up, man.
Gotta relax, huh? Gotta relax.
You know, like, I'm not Nori. I'm not Nori from the Drink Champs and stuff. Hold up.
Yeah. Nah, because Nori would take it with me. I'm going to get on Drink Champs this year.
One of my favorite, I got to talk about it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Instagram people that make me laugh right now. I don't know this brother personally. But
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub, man. Bubba Dub 94.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. I don't know you.
40 years.
If I could, if we ever cross paths and we can shoot a video, I know it'd be spectacular.
Right.
That brother, if y'all never seen him on Instagram, when he talk about LeBron,
LeBron.
And he start up, bruh. I can't be in the room with my wife and she trying to sleep. Shit's gonna be a problem.
Salud.
Hey, what are you doing over there, man? We got a whole show to do, brother.
Are we still doing the show? What do you mean?
You're right.
Yeah. Remember, how big is the rhino? He little, man.
Yeah, he little. Bitch got a horn that's gonna hurt.
Nah, it was the way he said it. He was like, he little, man.
Because just to reiterate the question, right, it was, would you rather fight a rhino-sized hamster or a hamster-sized rhino? You asked me how big was the rhino, and I said, he little.
Yeah, but what I was asking you is how big is the original rhino that the hamster was the size of?
Man, rhino's big as shit.
Yeah, but how big was he? 300? 600?
I don't know.
Bebop and Rocksteady? What was he, man?
Sorry, I'm about to look it up right now. I'm about to look up. This is the dope part about it right here. I can look up all this shit right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, last time you start looking up shit, you left. You ain't gotta do all that.
That wasn't why I left. I left because Petey came by the crib.
Petey ain't come by no crib, man. He ain't lying.
By your crib and my crib. He can't be both places at one time. How big is a rhino? How much does a rhino weigh?
That rhino.
You want to know?
You don't know how much that goddamn rhino weigh, man.
I'll call Petey.
Petey, no.
2,200 pounds, man.
Oh no, I'm fighting the motherfucking rhino, the hamster-sized rhino.
Yeah, 2,200 pounds. Yeah. So, all right. Back to what we was talking about, bro, because we was actually covering some good ground.
What was we talking about?
We were talking about, like I told you before, the stocks thing and just getting
We
on
finished the
alignment
stock
with
thing, didn't we?
investors. Right. But where I was going with it, let me tell
What
y'all
happened?
something, man. What happens in the Porch Studios? See, I'm not there. And I know that me not being there, that blow is everywhere there. Y'all can't see the other side. Where I usually sit is probably a mountain of that shit right there. Sweet. I got it. I know the difference.
You try to go to the powder party?
No.
Why not?
That's how we got this. That's how we got this shit in the first place.
Oh man.
Anyway,
My homie used to go to the powder party. I miss my homie, man. You go to the powder party.
anyway, man. A couple days out from my birthday.
Yeah, you know what? It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. That's how you know. We rolling right along, man.
Yeah. Question.
What's up?
What is going to be at your birthday party? I know blow's not involved because you passed that.
No.
That's your.
I don't even want no. Matter of fact, we not even gonna have no fans at my birthday party. I don't want nothing that blow nothing from even there.
But you got to be able to breathe. P. You can't sleep without a fan.
Well, it's January.
What that
I don't
mean?
need no fan. Crack
Shit.
the window.
My fan on right now.
It's what you're into.
It's whatever
Cool
you into.
down. It's a little bit different too, man. Most of that stuff is so you can get the feeling back in your nostrils after a blast. You know what I'm saying? See the fact?
Shout out once again, man. Shout out to Wash Dads, man. That's my
Shout
thing
out
for
to Wash
that's
Dads,
my
man.
thing for 2022. I know a lot of black designers, and I'm gonna support them. I'm gonna get a lot of their clothes. Oh,
There you go.
just
There you go. There you go.
just Google it. But
What?
I seen a post the other day. Black designers. I seen a post the other day. The Shy, the show, the hit series, The Shy. What season is coming up? Season 5, right?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah, but I think it's whatever. I think it might be 5. But for this upcoming season, they're looking for black designers to have their clothes being worn on the show. That'd be a good look for a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all just to name a few: Jersey Cat, Splash Life,
Now, a few. Name a few, not a fluke.
a number few, Muscani. I've been shooting things.
Frugal but fly.
Frugal but fly.
Splash light.
I said Splash Life first. That's my my brother.
What's Tweez? What's Tweez?
Fly Boy
Boy.
clothing. That
Clothing.
Yeah, you matter of fact, I gotta hit Tweez and Zay. I gotta hit y'all up, man. I need a shirt, man. I be
with y'all,
bullshitting, man. You know what I mean? I
Man,
be
the Porch Brothers,
bullshitting.
man, we be everywhere.
Always chasing the bag. DK, you gotta get your shirts around
man. Know
there. Too,
that. Listen, DK, I know you looking. Gotta get you back on the show, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, Eva Jersey Cat. Listen, we want to support everybody. We want everybody to be able to, you know what I mean, build wealth this year because that's all we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're looking to be able to just take our brand, the Porch Podcast, and take this thing to the next level, man. Y'all see, year 1 was good to us, man.
Right.
Year 1 was good
Right.
to us.
Right.
You know what I mean? We ready to take it to the next level. But I gotta holler at you too. About,
Yeah, holler me about.
Like on some reels, like we need to pick up some stuff, bro. Because
You
right
got-
now, bro, I'm heavy. I'm heavy into trying to get to this bag, man.
You got new connects and cocaine.
Nah, I don't have an old connect either.
There you go. There you go. I just want to make sure you knew what you were saying.
This guy, man. You scary dude.
Let me stop all that, man. So here's the thing, though. Why we talking about things like that? How do you feel? Because we never really talked about. How do you feel about marijuana now being legal in New Jersey, our home state?
See, let me say this right. People have a stigma on things that they don't indulge in. It's easy, right?
Right.
It's easy to have a stigma in things you don't indulge in. For
Right.
whatever reason, you know what I mean? People got it for, for reasons of dealing with pain or whatever. See, I don't pretend to know everything that a person's going through. So like I'm a little bit more reserved in my response to some of those, you know what I mean? In some of those things because let's be honest, like if that lets you get some sleep at night because you got some kind of ailments or you hurting, like that's different, right?
Right.
So inevitably, like my whole thing is whatever you do in life, whether it's like we talk about Earth Angel and we laugh about it, but whatever you do in life, if you're doing it responsibly, bro, and you're not really trying to hurt yourself or hurt nobody in the process of it,
Right.
like I've learned, like it's really, really different strokes for different folks, bro.
Mind your
Like
business.
it's really different strokes for different folks. Like honestly.
Absolutely. Right. Nah, for real.
So, you know, if what's going on with that situation, it's legal and people are respecting it,
Yeah.
they're cool.
Now here's
You
a
know,
question. Here's a question I got for you. In your time so far living in the world,
yeah.
majority of the time, have you seen a person more reckless, high off marijuana, or drunk off alcohol?
Definitely more off alcohol,
Right.
personally.
Right. Me too. Now, what I'm hearing, if you apply to get you a marijuana card,
Right?
you have to give up your right to bear arms.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't know that.
This is what I'm hearing. I didn't look into it, and I could be wrong, but a lot of people says if you get the card, if you're getting the card, the legal card, to be able to go to the dispensaries to purchase marijuana, which is now a legal thing, and let's make it clear, because marijuana is still not legal everywhere in America. Shout out to
Yeah,
DJ
remember I
Ron's.
pulled it up one of them other episodes. Remember the
Yes.
states where it was
Yeah.
pending and all that
Right.
stuff?
Shout out to DJ Ronsky. You live out in
Right.
Oklahoma. It's not legal there. But
Right.
here in New Jersey, it's legal, right? But you can't smoke and drive. You know what I mean? They pull you
Gotcha.
over. You can still get hit with a DUI. You can still. So, just like you can't drink and drive. See, DUI and DWI are two different things. DUI, driving under the influence. DWI is driving while intoxicated. See what I'm
Right.
saying? What people don't realize, you can get a DUI for not even being under a substance, I believe, because you're under the influence of something.
Right.
You could be high off a prescribed medication, and they say he's driving under the influence. He was a danger to society,
You right.
if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
However, they're saying if you want to get a card to be able to go to dispensaries and purchase things, you have to give up your right to bear arms.
I didn't know that.
But why is it
know that.
not that way? You looking it up now?
I'm looking up right now what states like it's legal in.
Oh yeah. But but what I'm not understanding is if you buy alcohol, where I've seen people always a little more reckless, you don't have to give up any of that.
Wow.
Because everybody who has a right to bear arms are not bad people. You have the right to bear arms.
Right.
You know what I mean? Purchase a firearm.
Absolutely.
We've been to the gun range. We ain't training to be DC snipers or no shit like that. It's competitive. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is what I'm hearing. And also, I've always felt like, just in my mind, I've never really did the history of marijuana is really where it comes from. But I always felt like it came from, like, I just always imagine, and please, I'm not trying to be racist or anybody believe this, but it was part of the culture that Native Americans dealt with a lot. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think it's bad at all. I think people made it a bad thing by labeling it a drug and illegal and all that. Because people, let's just be honest. We grown. Don't sit here and take stigma. Like, we make things bad. We label things to make them bad. We give everything
Absolutely.
power. That falls under the line of when God gave us dominion over everything. Just like when somebody say shit, damn, bitch. Okay, we all know the real definition of bitch is a female dog. Shit is used to be described a lot of times when we doing the number two. A dam is really something that deals with water. Like, come on, like let's just really think about it. But we give the power of words. Now, I'm not saying that you're supposed to use God's name in vain and all that type of stuff. But what I'm saying to you is we give the power over all that. They're words.
Exactly.
So at the same time, even with marijuana or, because we're learning now that marijuana is something that helps some people. Now, cocaine is not a help. You understand what I'm saying? We all knew that was in something. No, seriously. I'm not trying to even be funny right there. You know what I mean? But blow was always just, you don't see it ain't no things created to help with medical issues. But with marijuana, some people take it to get better rest. It helps with anxiety, back pain. You get what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that we're going with. So different strokes for different folks. I'm not saying because it's legal, everybody should smoke it. And I'm not saying I'm a smoker because it's legal. What I'm saying is just look at what it's being used for. Now, we all know we live in America. You know what I mean? It's printed on the dollar bill. In God we trust. So they've realized that we've learned how to tax weed, so we're going to tax it.
I gotta read this to you, baby.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay. So work with me. Two of them. First and foremost, in reference to can you own a gun if you have a medical marijuana card? We'll start there.
Right.
It says that federal laws are applied against people who own, nurture, or supply large amounts of marijuana. As far as gun ownership by marijuana consumers is concerned, it is the government that takes the lead and the legal states to follow. No gun purchase or possession is allowed to marijuana consumers, including medical marijuana cardholders. That's one. In response to, do you lose your right to own a gun if you use marijuana? It is incorrect to say that the legal state legislated that you lose your right to own a gun if you purchase marijuana for its just like municipal benefits or adult use. Rather, Form 4473 or ATF prohibits authorized gun sellers to offer firearms to buyers who declare using marijuana. And then they explain, and it goes a little bit deeper, dealing with problems with gun ownership. So
do they name the states? Because you
not
said
necessarily
it said to the it said to the government, because the way you just stated it, it sounds like the state has the say so. Like,
so it breaks down also. I'm looking at another one that is dealing with like understanding the federal gun licenses. In order to clarify the conflict between the right to bear arms and lawfully use medical marijuana in Michigan, let's use Michigan for an example.
okay,
One should understand their role as a federal gun licensee. In an open letter dated, since back to September 21 of 2011 and written by Arthur Herbert, at that time he was the Assistant Director of Enforcement Programs and Services of the U.S. Department of Justice. It goes a little bit further to explain that the letter also indicates that it is unlawful for someone addicted to marijuana, which is a different thing than possessing it, right?
That word shouldn't be in it.
Shouldn't be there.
If it's so,
But you got to talk about back in 2011 now.
yeah, that wasn't legal then.
Right. So You gotta, you know what I mean? Kind of gotta reflect. Someone addicted to marijuana to possess either firearms or ammunition. Federal firearm licensees may not transfer firearms or ammunition to someone they know or have responsible cause to believe may be an unlawful user or addicted to marijuana. This is true even if the individual attempted obtaining a firearm or ammunition answers. You know what I mean? So it's like it basically is this right here is reflecting back to obviously
Right.
pre uh, pre
Pre-legal.
legalizing of the marijuana. But it seems like what you're saying
It's
it
true.
may be kind of leaning that way towards it being the case.
Now I think it might be different in different states.
Now it is like I'm looking at
I'm
Vegas
thinking. I'm
right now.
thinking
I'm
like
talking to
if I
you.
got to name. If I got to name 3 states that don't care if you got a card and a gun, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you the 3. I'm gonna go with Pennsylvania. I'm gonna go with 4. Pennsylvania, Virginia, Florida, and Texas.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the states.
possibly.
I think the 3 states that's gonna say no is New York, New Jersey, California.
Okay. I mean, possibly. Like I said, I can tell you the states where marijuana is legalized if that's what you want to know.
No, I want to know the ones where they're not legal.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, no, if you already got it up there, go with the legal ones first. If you already got it up there, just go with them
I
first.
don't. I don't. But I'm gonna get it for you right now. What states is okay? All right. Okay. Now we can do it that way. We can do the legal states. All right. Let me find out for you. And why is this relevant to what we're talking about in 2021? Because this is the world that we live in, yo.
Right,
And we have to address these things because it's part of our everyday life.
right.
So when you look up and you see somebody who is
It's
actually
not
legalized
2021 though. It's 2022.
2022,
Yeah.
the reason why we're actually addressing this is I know part of what people may be saying, they be like, oh, it's different. Well, first off, let me say this too, though.
Right.
Understanding the difference in it. It's a difference because some states are fully legal and some states are not fully legal.
Okay, break
So
all
the
that down.
definition of fully legal is marijuana is in those states is treated like alcohol.
Right,
Marijuana is used and legal for adults 21 and older.
right.
Okay, for any and all purposes, including medical and recreational use.
Yep.
All government enforced penalties for using the possessing or using and possessing pot for personal use are removed. The
Yep.
amount of cannabis only one may possess and grow varies by state. Large
Yeah.
quantities generally remain illegal.
Right.
And
So
in
you
that
still
state,
can't run around with pounds in your trunk.
still
Understand that.
can't do it. As of April 14th, 2021,
Yep.
marijuana is fully legal in 16 states
New Jersey's one.
and the Washington D.C. Okay, marijuana. Ooh,
Marilana. Hold on. Hold on. Damn, he got another one. Let me get it. Go. I'm listening to you though. Salute.
I wait. You ready?
I'm listening. Go ahead. You drunk? Go ahead. I just drink it. My shot glass say DJE on it.
Marijuana remains illegal
Wait, god damn, you got loud as hell, but I like it.
and criminalized in 7 states.
Yeah.
All right, you asking about illegal.
We gonna go illegal first, then we gonna go legal.
Marijuana remains illegal and criminalized
Yeah.
in 7 states:
Yeah, I'm listening.
Idaho,
Idaho,
Kansas,
Kansas,
Nebraska,
Omaha,
North Carolina,
Charlotte,
South Carolina,
Myrtle Beach,
Tennessee,
Nashville.
Wyoming.
Don't even know a city in Wyoming.
Recreational marijuana is legal in 16 states
Okay.
and Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Recreational adults 21 and over. Ooh, yes, sir. This is the right night. 21 and older may legally consume marijuana for pleasure. For pleasure. Recreation is what it's referred to rather than for strictly health benefits.
Right.
Okay?
Name them.
That says voters in Arizona, Montana, New Jersey, and South Dakota have approved measures to regulate cannabis for adult recreational use. The South Dakota Supreme Court is currently deciding whether the voter passed amendment is constitutional. Now, I'm trying to find.
Did you name the 16 states?
The 16 states, which 16 states are legal? Is it legal?
It's legal. That's legal.
All right, before we do that, let's get into this and that.
We gonna get to this and that. You gonna
That's what I
cut this
want
and
to
that.
do.
All right, then. Welcome to another episode of This or That. When we're in 2022 and no one should be smoking crack, we're back with our first episode of the year. Have no fear. Influential and Be Original is here. Let's get to it. So Welcome to This or That.
I got a couple right now, right, bro?
Right.
That I want to ask you that I came up with first.
Right.
We're making a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Are you cheese on the top or cheese on the bottom?
I guess I'm on the bottom because I put it on my bread. I put the cheese on the bread after I put my mustard or my mayo on it. Then I put the cheese on it. Then I put the meat on top. So I'm gonna say cheese at the bottom.
Okay. When showering, are you washcloth or loofah?
Washcloth.
Really? Last man in America using the washcloth.
Nah, I've used loofah too, but I'm nice with the washcloth, so you know.
All right, so
Some people don't know how to clean themselves unless they got a loofah, but I still use washcloth.
All right, so that leads me to this then. So when showering, do you use soap or body wash?
Body wash, but I'm getting ready to shift over to this new soap that I found. Not gonna put the name out there yet until I test it out and see, and if I really like it, we're gonna do a review on it.
This is what we getting ready to do.
Yeah, we're gonna start reviewing products, man. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you too, man. Shooting these shots, man.
Yeah,
changes the game.
Changes the game. I like it though.
All right, here we go. Test the waters or dive in deep.
It all depends. I know you had to have one when you had to really do it, but depending what it is. If it's something I'm very
pertaining to 2022, testing the waters or diving in deep.
Again, I gotta still say the same answer because if it's something I'm confident about, I'm diving in deep with no life jacket. But if it's something that I'm trying to just understand and get my feet wet, like for example with the stocks, the lady said $20. I got a lot of stocks I bought under 20. I bought a couple EFTs the other day, right on time. Shout out to Jordan again. Shout out to my man Jordan again. You know what I mean? He gave me a couple EFTs. They marijuana EFTs, and I had bought 3 shares of one particular one. And its call name is YOLO, YOLO, and I bought that, and honestly, within a month. I don't even think I had them a month. It was right before the dividend payment. And I made $1.53. That's not a lot of money because I only bought 3 shares.
Okay.
So if you break it down, $1.50 divided by 3 is about how much money? About 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? So you looking at 50 cents a share, which is not bad. But if I had 3,000 shares.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Situation.
You know what I mean? So 3,000 times 50 cents real quick is how much, bro? I can't get to my calculator.
3,000. Now I got you.
Yeah, times 50 cents.
Times 50 cents. I got you.
Is that 1,500?
I hate the wrong one.
Shots.
150,000. You right.
150,000. See what I'm saying? So if I had if I had 3,000 of them, and that's what people don't understand. They think they're going to spend $10 and get rich off stocks.
That's right. Keep telling them.
Yeah, that's what they think they're going to do. They think they're going to spend $5 and become rich. It doesn't work like that. Everything is not going to land like Amazon. I don't know what Amazon started off with as a share, but Amazon now as a share is about little over $3,000 a share. So if you bought one share for whatever it opened up at, and you still have that one share, it's now worth $3,000. But it kind of goes and makes sense with what the lady was saying about she doesn't buy anything under $20 and things like that. And this is the reason why you continue to buy share. But every stock doesn't pay dividends, and the fact that every stock doesn't pay dividends is a way that you would understand and know that it works like that. So shout out to him because $1.53, and I looked up and I seen that dividend, and I have it set on drip. You know what I mean? Drip is I can't get the exact words, but it's your dividends will turn around and buy a fraction of your stock, of that same stock. So let's say a stock costs $20, right? And the dividends gave you $5, right? So let's say it costs $25 and the dividends gave you $5. So like 5 times 5, that's it. It will buy a fifth of a stock when you got a dividend. You could turn that off, but that's just to get your numbers up. So this is why people want to understand why people buy stocks in the stock market and people that has a couple dollars, and because if they can turn around and buy 100,000 shares of something, they good. I'm gonna talk to you off air, not off lines, off air, because we don't do lines. That would indicate a big way to do things, and I'm where I want to focus at. So you got one more question for me, because
Yeah, nah, definitely. Got another one for you. I got a couple more actually. You can probably answer them quick though.
Go ahead. I'm with him. I ain't rushing.
Yeah, phone in the bathroom or no phone in the bathroom?
Phone in the bathroom.
Okay.
Phone in
Now
the
I'm
bathroom.
guilty. I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of this myself.
Yeah.
And it does matter to me. When it comes to picking, let's just say a hotel room, you're traveling, you're going someplace.
Right.
Are you sort by price or by rating?
I'ma honestly probably say more by price. However, the rating has to be feasible to me. But I think a lot of these ratings are harsh sometimes. I've seen places where they might give a place a 2-star. And I've stayed there before. And I'm not calling it a 5-star, because 5-star might be like it got a kitchen and a mini bar and a kit, and all that. In some places you don't need that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, every time I went to Vegas, right? Like, you went to Vegas and you went with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You've never went to Vegas with us as fellas.
No.
All right. So when we go to Vegas with fellas, we stay at Bally's a lot. Bally's is not the Bellagio or Aria, or the Wynn or all that. How they look at it, right? However, there's nothing wrong with Bally's. Bally's got 50-inch TV screens on the wall. Bally's is very clean, nice beds, nice, comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? Nice casino. And what I love about Bally's more than a lot of people don't, let me not understand, it sits almost smack dab in the middle of the strip. Right next door is Drea's, the nightclub where a lot of your hip hop happens in Drea's sits on top of Flamingo. Flamingo is one of the oldest casinos left in Vegas.
Gotcha.
Circus was the first. I don't even know if because they supposed to knock Circus down. I don't know if they did it, but Circus was the first hotel I ever stayed at in Vegas. My room was $35 a night. Circus was very clean. Cause cleanliness is better. I don't need all the the jacuzzi and all that. Look at my room, cause I'm not stunting. I don't take a lot of Instagram pictures for that. I don't always want people to know my life. So I'm gonna say it kind of varies with both, but I'm gonna lean more with price because I'm gonna spend more money outside.
So I think for me, um, it's impossible to really not say that you blended.
Yeah, cause we both. Yeah, right. So we
Like
we,
I
we
don't, I
agree.
don't. Yeah, I mean, like now, don't get me wrong. I mean, you got some people that really be like, yo, it don't matter how much it costs. I'm going with the highest star review and all that. And really, the
Yeah,
star reviews come from the people who patronize those places.
right.
Um, with that being said, I'm more of a blended person that makes
Me
the
too.
decision.
Me too.
Like, and it depends too in proximity on what I'm doing when I'm there. How accessible to it is it to the airport,
Right.
especially when I
Right.
start traveling outside of the country.
Right.
It's a little bit
Right.
different. So like,
Right.
there's some other factors and variables that play into my decision, but
Right.
that's that. I'm gonna give you the states real quick with this
You got any?
legal
We get
marijuana.
to it because we any other more this or that? No.
Nah, that's it.
Uh,
That's all I got this week, bro.
all right. Well, let me. I'm gonna give you two.
Okay,
I'm gonna give you two.
okay.
They're kind of similar to what we talked. Real quick, go over the what was the four questions you gave me? Cause I got two. I think I had two other, but it'll ring my bell for the other two.
Well, I had three. The three questions
All right.
were, in terms of making a sandwich, are you cheese on the bottom or cheese on the top?
Okay.
Were you washcloth or loofah?
Right.
Were you bar soap or body wash?
Okay. And then you had the hotel joints.
Well,
You
the
had
hotel one was part of the lesson thing, but the hotel thing was, are
and
you more of a,
you had something else, didn't you? Or no? That was it.
yeah, no, no. The other two that I asked you was, one was, is it in the phone in the bathroom or no phone
Oh,
in the
okay. All
bathroom?
right. All right. So here's the
One was
thing.
the other one. You know what I mean? With the
All right. I'm gonna run these. It's three. I'm gonna give you. Okay. Phone. I'm gonna do the same thing. Phone in the bathroom or no phone in the bathroom.
you know what? It actually depends on how important the call is.
Okay. All right. Cool. Um, I never really elaborated. Phone in the bathroom is a lot of time. I research on the phone. Um, with my other business, I just want to say this: DJing. It's certain things that create music that makes them. It's other things other than the radio that makes music big. So I do a lot of research there. Now, my questions I have for you: um, at a resort,
Okay.
ocean view or pool view? You're in
I'm
another
an
country.
ocean view. I'm an ocean view
Okay.
guy.
All right. So that was a good reason why I asked that question is because a lot of times, bro, when I go to these resorts, I'm a pool view guy because it's a little cheaper because I'm spending a lot of time outside of the room. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? I don't have to wake up to the beach. It's nice, but if I could save, because the ocean view might be $100 more a night,
You're right.
not the total trip. I'm staying for a week and I could save five, and I wake up and I'm looking at a nigga do the cannonball. I'm good.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
That most of the time when I've traveled, the preference of where we stay in terms of room and view is more, and this is just my opinion, it's more in alignment with what I'm comfortable with, right? When it
Right.
comes to me and my wife. Um, it's funny how, because in terms of tranquility, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a person that the ambiance, whether it comes to uh, trip stay, restaurant,
Right.
any of these places, what it looks like is big for me because
You're an artist.
I've,
No, you're
I've
an artist.
exactly. That's a very good point.
You're an artist,
But
bro.
I've also dumbed down some of what I would call the regular rigmarole of it. Like for instance, I'll go to a restaurant where the food is good.
Right.
but the ambiance is spectacular.
Right. I like ambiance restaurants. I do. It's just
You
give
know,
you this.
I'm big with that.
But you know what else I like? Like with restaurant. I'm gonna get to that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna lead to that question. Now, just to tap on this. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times, pool view was my view because I went to a lot of places to work. I was DJing. You went with your wife.
Right,
Me and Lee went to one resort, and honestly, the way it was angled, it was pool view, but you could see the ocean.
right.
Now, shout out to Issa Badu, my brother. You know what I mean? My ace, my nigga, man. You know what I mean?
Bro, ski.
when I went to his wedding, me and Ryan Ski stayed in the room together. We pool viewed.
Right.
Cause it's fellas. We went by, may he rest in peace, man. His dad room, Issa dad room. And he had an ocean view if I'm not mistaken. And the shit did look doper. Like the shit looked super dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But me and Ryan Ski was like, look, bro, it's us. It's the fellas. So a lot of my trips, man, I went on like that. It was me taking care of business so long as I had somewhere clean to lay my head. Like I wasn't getting lovey-dovey in a jacuzzi and all that type of
Right.
stuff.
Right. Which
You know
is
what I
very
mean?
different. Right.
Right. Like when me shout out to DJ William H. When I DJ at his wedding, me and DK went. When I did Issa wedding, me and Ron Ski both was the DJs. And we were in the wedding. We stayed in the room together. You know what I mean? Shout out to the book. When we did books, it was me and Lita went. That was the best view I ever had at a resort because I was bringing my lady with me, my love. You understand what I'm saying? So, I get it. I get what you're saying. Now, I got one more, this, that, and then I want you to do the states for me. And it's simple because it's something that just came up in my head. Gun or weed?
Um, in terms of possessing,
Here's the thing. If you get a medical situation that weed is the best alternative for you,
right.
and the doctor wants to prescribe that, but you need a card. Are you going to
Okay.
give up? Are you going to give up your gun for your
Okay.
health?
Well,
Because the gun, a
I'm
person
assuming.
real quick, just to say this, you're not a person that's running the street with a gun.
Right.
You're a gun owner who protects his home.
Right. Right. So in answering your question, my assumption is that if I'm at the level where I need that kind of medical assistance to
Right.
manage pain,
Right.
I really don't know what choice. I don't really think
It's
I
not a
have a
choice.
choice.
It's not a choice. I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like I
understand.
think that I'm just at that point because I
Yeah.
can't operate the other
If I'm not healthy.
if I'm not healthy enough
Right,
to do it.
bro. Listen, but some people, you don't even know how they gonna answer. You know what I mean? You
No,
never
it's
how
a
they,
great question
yeah,
because
right,
you got some people like, and you know what? Let me say this too though. In answering that real quick before we move on, is I think that if it is already incorporated in your life,
right,
then you are really kind of like, wow, I gotta really think this answer out. But because I don't
right. It's not
participate
in
in
your
that
life. It's not in either
situation,
one of our lives like that.
it's not
But
in
if
our
it's
lives,
but
so
if it's
it's
for
an
our
easier
health
question.
and this is what the
Right,
doctor is ordering,
right.
then I'm gonna
Because
pick that.
because if I'm there, then that means I've exhausted all the other measures.
Exactly.
So it's
So
a difference.
that makes sense. That's all. That was a question. I mean that,
That was
and
good.
I,
No,
yeah,
that was some solid stuff because I
yeah,
think depending on who you're asking that question, you're
yeah.
gonna get some mind blowing answers.
Right.
But let me give you
16 states.
the 16 states.
Yeah.
So the states are Alaska,
Oh,
Arizona,
Alaska. Hold on. Slow, because every time you say it, I gotta say a city. Alaska, Anchorage. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Arizona,
Phoenix.
California,
LA, big city of dreams.
want a shot real quick.
Yeah, pour me another shot too while you saying that. Salute.
Salute. Colorado,
Denver.
Connecticut.
Hartford.
I knew you was gonna say it. District of Columbia,
Listen, you gotta go. You gotta go to a street when you're in District of Columbia because it's a district. U Street, Adams Morgan,
Illinois,
Chi-Town,
Maine,
Portland,
Massachusetts,
Boston, Boston,
Michigan,
Detroit. What up,
Montana,
Joe? Hey, yo, what's the city in Montana? Y'all can't even think of one. I just shot my shot already. That's why that joke came out.
Hold on. Let me catch up.
Damn, P, what's the city in Montana? What's the capital of Montana, bitch?
Damn. They ain't even got
Finish
it
the
on here.
16 though. Finish the 16, then we get to it.
I'm about to. Nevada,
Vegas,
New Jersey,
Trenton. What up, baby? Home. I know them
New
North
Mexico.
niggas don't be liking that, huh?
New Mexico,
Albuquerque,
New York,
New York City, baby.
Oregon,
Portland,
Portland, Vermont,
what is the city in Vermont? I can't remember the capital of Vermont. Damn, I don't remember my capitals no more, man. There's the shot.
That's swig, man. That's that
What's the
swig.
cat? We gotta go. All right, we gonna find out the capital of Vermont, Montana, and Wyoming when we finish the list.
Yeah.
You finished the list? You finished the list?
Hold on.
No, you typing some other shit in, man.
No. Montclair.
That's Vermont.
Yeah.
All right, but was you finished the weed list? That wasn't 60. Huh?
Virginia.
Richmond,
Washington.
Seattle,
There you go. Now, what else was we looking for? The capitals of the weird?
Wyoming, Montana.
I know when y'all look at this web episode, just charge it to the new year, man.
Longest episode ever, too.
For real?
Yeah.
Cheney.
Cheney is Montana or Wyoming?
Wyoming.
Cheney.
Matter of fact, I'll get it to that later.
Yeah.
I'll get it. What was the other one? I gotta tell you.
Montana. I told you. I said Joe.
Yeah, damn sure ain't no Joe. Like, how long is the video? How long is it?
Listen, man, we about to wrap up, man. Listen, man, we gonna get the capital of Montana, then we gonna wrap up, man. Helena, yup. Yeah, Helena. Shout Lang-a-Lang. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lena Laura. Yeah, Lena Ling. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, man.
This has been the Porch. This has been the Porch Podcast, man. 2022 edition. First episode 54. As my mother would say, Car 54, where are you?
It's called the loaded edition.
The loaded edition.
Man, let me say this real quick before we sign off. Listen, y'all.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, 2022, whatever you're going to decide to do this year,
Do it right.
make it your business.
Right.
So like E said earlier, dive in. Don't put your toe in. Don't slow walk in. Dive into the situation. Listen, the Porch Brothers, we here. We going to take it to the next level this year. We appreciate y'all rocking out with us each and every week. however you've been tuning in, whether it's through YouTube or any of your
Yep.
favorite podcast streaming sites.
Yep.
Just know we appreciate it. As
Definitely love y'all.
always, I am P Original.
And I am Mr. Influential. You know what I mean? And this is the Porch Podcast.
Porch Podcast.
And we love y'all, man.
We love y'all, man. See y'all next week.
All right. Peace.
Peace.